Hi, this is Christelle Martinette with another reading, and this reading is dedicated to the equinox, and that will be the 20th of March. It's coming up soon. There's also the Jewish holiday Purim, and of course we're right in the middle, we're in the middle of the eclipses, and that's coming up next week. So I thought it would be a nice, right time to herald in the weekend and see what the cards are telling me. It's a dead of night here. I'm ready to go to sleep, as you could see. Have my night clothes on. Let's see what we have here for this equinox. Okay, first of all, there's going to be a change. I'm going to call it a change of the guards. There's a very important figure. It could be someone you look to that for some reason is being substituted in your mind with another figure. And for many of you, it will take it has something to do with a person leaving your life, a person moving away, but for some reason, you no longer have them as your guiding light, okay? And there's another person coming in who will then take the place of that person. And you'll be talking about the past. You'll be talking about the days that were. This is this energy around the equinox. And it's interesting that because it's a prelude to the moon and the changing energies. And what I'm getting here is that that you are being taken on a sort of an adventure. It's sort of an adventure. It's sort of a moment that you have to expect. You have to expect that your values are going to be challenged, and what you generally concentrate on day in and day out, almost as if it were an obsession, will no longer be, in the sense that you'll find that you'll be moving away from that obsession. There's going to be, in these next 2 to 3 days, a sort of a shift, and it's as if you're watching at the television. You have the remote, but instead of going click, 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 and it's changing quickly, it's going slow motion. You're clicking the remote, but the image is sliding past you very slowly. So the things, you have the impression that they are major changes, but you almost can accompany them without much effort. Now, this occurs to most of you. There will be many of you, however, that feel that the shift, this movement, this change, the remote will take a much faster pace, of course, and it will be a very clear break from one frame to the other. But all in all, here we have a substitution. We have a figure, a guiding light for you, a person who is being substituted by someone else, and which that is disorienting. It does disorient you, and However, you're being in some way accompanied away from this mindset of obsessiveness in terms of that figure that is no longer with you. And also, we have both a celebration and a change, a radical change. Okay, there are dark radical changes that seem to be overwhelming you. I have to say that they are hiding such immense opportunity, immense opportunity of emotional opportunity that you fail to see. Many of you just fail to see. You seem to concentrate on that negative side, which is it's being presented these days as two sides to the same coin. It's very, very interesting that. I'm going to take another card here. You're also being asked to give up something. You're you are being asked specifically to take stock of a moment of change and ritualistically face it, and through the ritual say goodbye. Okay, this is and also you're being asked to recognize that you yourself are able to go through the ritual and bid that moment, that period, that event goodbye, that person. There's also, interestingly enough, you're urged by both. You're both your masculine and feminine, your male and female sides. You feel that. You feel like there are two sides urging you to undergo this radical change and make a sacrifice. Now, it would, in this moment of time, the cards are advising you not to turn back, not to look back and see regrets, not to look back and see the energy that has just come, but to look forward. And what we see forward is quite a hazy picture. All right, it is a hazy picture because you don't fully understand what's coming up, but you are being asked to make a sacrifice. Now, the sacrifice that I'm seeing here can, just a moment, the sacrifice that I'm seeing can take on different forms, actually. Take a seat, let's see what that is all about. But you're supported in your efforts here. It is a risk, it's a sacrifice that is conscious, in nature. You can make it consciously, and that will ease the difficulty if you experience it as a difficulty. Yes, it's I'm getting the indication that a very strong bond is being sacrificed, and however, the exchange, the concession, the sacrifice will be rewarded with something in the future that you really cannot see, and that's really interesting. There's another thing that I have to say, that it's useless for you to fight it. It's useless for you to both fight the change and fight the sacrifice or delay. It's they're guaranteeing, the cards are guaranteeing me a better place. You know, there is a better moment coming up, even if you cannot see it, no matter what. There's a better moment. And again, I stress, you know, the indication here is not to put up a battle. And what's interesting is the notion of ritual, because when there is this animosity and this warlike energy and the necessity to use pent up energy, I'll express it that way. What's interesting is that when you use fire in a ritual, when you burn candles, when you burn incense, that will completely change your countenance, completely change your state of mind, and that's what they're suggesting to me. There's also another message here that that is linked to the two sides of the same coin, the positive and negative. They're suggesting an outing in nature to when you are like this obsession, just drop everything and turn your head and look elsewhere and really just go for a walk with your feet in the sand or with your feet in grass. I'm seeing green here. You need to be near greenery. And I think this is, just a second, let's see. In both of these cases, I'm getting the now, you know, I'm getting the now, where the concentration is on the now, because most of you are perturbed about not being able to see in the future, but they're telling me that it's important to concentrate on the here and now and your specific truths here and now. Because someone you know is having difficulty on their own for their own reasons. They have their own issues. It may be in, you know, you may feel it because there might be a bond, but there's nothing you can do. So here again too, they're telling me that you can only concentrate on the here and now, what is in your midst in the here and now. And those, that part of the spread, that part of the energy will work itself out. You need not intervene. You need to go right into the into nature and get away from the obsessions. I do hope that this was of help to you. Namaste, my friends, and happy Enox. Enox. Do you eat it? Do you drink it? Happy equinox. Bye-bye. This is Christelle Martinette.